Welcome to the Coffin Comics State of the Union. Happy New Year. What the heck is going on? Are you ready? Are you ready to take a bite out of 2021? Because I am. And I cordially invite you to join me. Yes, this is the State of the Union, where we're going to give you an overview of what the heck is going on. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's do it. So, hey, first up, Coffin Comics had unprecedented growth in the year 2020, and it's all due to you guys and gals out there. Thank you so much. But look, I'm going to admit, with growth comes growing pains. So there were times where Coffin Comics fell short in a couple of areas. So there's some areas in around customer service, sometimes with shipping, with the sheer volume. But I want you to know that we don't take any of this stuff for granted. We're very process orientated. In fact, I just finished up our company-wide meeting. We have those monthly, and we're working on it. So thank you for always extending your faith and your trust in us. The folks who are just part of our culture kind of get that and know that we're on the case and we're always looking to improve. For those of you who are new to the game, we're just asking for a little trust and a little faith because we're on it. So we're all about that behind the scenes, process improvement, every day, make it better. So again, thank you. Crazy growth. Let's get on to the next piece. So I wanted to give you the status on a bunch of stuff for fun, right? And I'm going to tell you how today's State of the Union is going to go. So I am going to give you a status on a bunch of our projects. I am going to announce and show you some of the additions for our upcoming Wicked Winterland promotion. I'm going to give you some previews going deep into next year on some stuff. And then I'm going to do some sneak peek announcements of some cool stuff that came in. And I'm going to preview a couple of pages from latest Catastrophic Majesty. And then we're going to wrap it up by previewing that Wicked Winterland. But look, State of the Union, Coffin is strong and mighty, man, all because of you guys and gals out there. Culture's happy, healthy. Join our communities if you haven't, and Facebook.com/Sworn Nation or right here on YouTube. It's good. Let's get right into it. Okay, status on each project. First of all, in editorial, we brought on Marshall Dillon, who has actually been letterer on all our comics. We brought him on as managing editor. So he will assist me in editorial. So Marshall actually does have a background in managing editing, including work with Boom and Devil's Due in the past, even Udon. So he joins Nick G and myself in editorial, overseeing process management, making sure everything is on the game. And actually, Marshall's been with us already on this in this craft for already about 2 months, and you could already see the impact. Myself and Mike McLean are way ahead in the writing. I'll get to that. And he's bringing a level of, and he always has, certitude to things. And I've said this from time to time, but always having Marshall Dillon along since 2015, whether it be in lettering or working in pre-press, he lends a certain sort of certainty to things. And so that he's taking on this enhanced role on behalf of Coffin Comics and our culture, it bodes well for us. So welcome, Marshall. Thank you very much. So let's see here. Lady Death, Catastrophic Majesty. We're launching that as a Kickstarter, February 17th. Please feast your eyes on the main image of the premiere edition by Diego Bernard. Man, I wrote up the premise of the cover for Diego and gave him all the room in the world to do his thing on this one. And you see Lady Death leading, and behind her are some of our established characters. Mr. Atticus Marrow, Zach and Zane Zander, our all new guy, Mad Mike, undead gravedigger from Chicago, and then the return of Lady Satanus, Tiva Steelheart, who is a shape-shifting werewoman, Wargoth, and Hellslinger. So look, I make no bones about it. Catastrophic Majesty kicks off our year-long event, Deathocalypse, and it's all on the table. In the Lady Death books, in La Muerta, you could expect a ton of characters, some you know, some you haven't seen, because it's going to take every character to go up against the epic villainy of Insurrectus and his mate, Atrocity. Whew. We've been having fun, man. We're like deep into this already, so I'm going to show you some pages. It's exciting. So moving on. La Muerta, Chapter 7, coming in May. Joel Gomez has turned in page 33 out of 48 pages. CC De La Cruz already colored half the book. Lady Death, Chapter 14. That's Sacrificial Annihilation, coming out in August. Script done. Diego Bernard on page 2, just getting into it. Script is in his hands. Hellwitch versus Lady Death. Yesterday, Mike McLean and I finished the spitballing portion, and now we're moving into the outline. So, yup, it's on like Donkey Kong. Hellwitch versus Lady Death. And again, don't get it twisted. This isn't like 2 or 3 pages of these ladies fighting. This is, I am promising. I've done my research. I'm researching coolest comic book battles. I'm researching the coolest battles from WWE. We know what people expect. This is a battle for the ages. It's all been leading up to this. And if I don't have like 25, 30 pages of fighting, I'm not doing my job. So this is a fight comic. So yeah, we have a bunch of cool special projects this year. So much fun to kind of keep them secret. I love knowing, then kind of unraveling them from time to time. So a ton of stuff in process. And then again, already having Marshall Dillon on the case and supporting us and helping us out. Mike McLean and I are like, we're plotting into like 2024, 25. So 2024 is actually latest 30th anniversary. So we do have plot storyline threads that go all the way out. So we got plans. And speaking of which, let's see what I got, all this cool stuff to show you. So, okay, let me settle down. This is my first address. I don't know about you guys and gals out there. I'm coming off of like the holidays, eating whatever I want, just rocking it out. Now I'm like, back on the straight and narrow. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. Better have some like, alcohol after work today to level myself out. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I get off track. So I'm going to show you some stuff. First thing I'd like to show you is on the next Lady Death Kickstarter, we'll be offering Lady Death Rules Volume 3 trade in hardcover. So this is going to collect Lady Death Chapter 8, 9, and 10, Nightmare Symphony, Scorched Earth, Blasphemy Anthem. And the cover here is by Mike Crome. This is for the trade. And then this is the cover for the hardcover, and this is by Ryan Brown. This is actually like the latter part of the proofing part of it here. So again, that's another one that's on track. Fun one. I love how those covers turned out. I'd also like to show you that Hellwitch Sacrilegious, which you guys are probably wondering about, is in really good shape. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So literally all the stretch goals are in. So let's take a look at what that means. Well, one thing is a secret. So stretch goals would include all these items. You got the wooden nickel. You got, this is an enamel pin, button, magnet, some trading cards. I got to be cool with these trading cards. The trading cards, some of them involve nudity for those of you who are sensitive. I love the trading cards. I know some people like them. Bunch of trading cards. Great art by these Richard Ortiz, Jose Veriz. Here's the campaign card, which was upgraded to metal. Biggest campaign ever. Here's the Made in Hell sticker. Here's the campaign sticker. Here's a Hellwitch pen. Here's the Hellwitch bucks. Calendar. Bookmark. Several mini prints, some of which include nudity. Nice thank you. Because thank you. And I want to let you know that some of the books are coming in. Now, look, I'm going to show you these books, and then you're going to say, Brian, are you shipping them tomorrow? And I'm like, okay, wait, whoa. We got to continue the quality control. We have to get a couple other items in. I got to sign them. We got to start pulling the tiers. So our current promise is we'll have Hellwitch heading to you in early February. So, premiere edition. The Little Risque comic book. Little Risque comic book. Beautiful hardcover. In. Naughty edition. Holofoil. Homage. Okay, risque subjugation. Risque ritual. This was Risque by Joe Benitez. So that's just a preview to let you know that these books are on track. And cool stuff, really happy. I've looked in detail, you know, all on the way I'm proofing, but I looked at the final material and I love the shine on the interior pages. And even Mike McLean, who's kind of known for being kind of modest, he thinks that you guys are going to like this one. So I hope you do. Moving on, what I'd like to do now is just show you some preview pages, if I may. You guys up for some preview pages for Lady Death well, a bunch of stuff. Lady Death Catastrophic Majesty. So here we go. Let's see here. I want to show them in this order. Really take a moment. So beautiful Diego Bernard art. Atticus, if you guys have read Treacherous Infamy, you notice that Lady Death, historically, over the course of the 30 years of her stories, she does tend to be subject to mental manipulation, mental takeover. So here she is at the beginning of a process with Atticus Marrow, where he's going to go in there and try to create some firewalls so that she does not succumb to mental manipulation so easily. But this beautiful Diego Bernard art, that's got to be last. We are introducing the aforementioned character, Mad Mike. And take a look at Mike. So Mike is a gravedigger out of Chicago, works in a cemetery, and you notice that he's got a rat pal. His rat pal is named Ratso. And when Mike gets irritated, he seems to kind of beef up a little bit, and something happens to his hands. And what happens to his hands calls them the kill fists. And another tip I could tell you about poor Mike and his pal, at one point, this poor rat was actually his real life physical best friend, but his essence got put into a rat. And clearly there's something going on with Mike in terms of how did he turn into all this stuff. And we're going to play with that and let you know a little bit more about it. There's another page. It's more of an evocative page, but this features the return of the character Vandala. Vandala. So there's the Archangel Michael apparently having a private moment with the character Vandala. And I think Michael's over there asking for a little help, but while he's asking for help, he figured he'd stop off, and those two are doing what people sometimes like to do. Next up, I'd like to show you a page again, because this is here is a page from La Muerta by Joel Gomez. And this is featuring this really cool villain, because this storyline, La Muerta Onslaught, ties into the Deathocalypse storyline. And this is the first time that La Muerta, Loco, and her cast of characters face a non-street level antagonist. And this creature, this entity, this is a progeny, an offspring of Insurrectus and his mate Atrocity. It's actually one of like the bosses or the lieutenants. But here's Joel Gomez doing what he does so well. And then finally, if you're up for it, Coffin Comics is trying to get ahead. So feast your eyes on a beautiful cover. Hellwitch versus Lady Death by Diego Bernard. You know, in a way, it doesn't really give too much away, but there'll be a lot of fun surprises in this story. So yeah, Diego Bernard, rocking it. So next up, I'd like to show you, what did you guys and gals think about that? I'm going to take a minute and I'll see if there's a comment. I don't know, are comments on? Who knows? Okay, they're not, but I could turn on to them. Okay, we got some comments. People saying hello to each other. If I ever want to part with the OA, let me know. Joe Gomez is a beast. You're right. He's a beast. All right, everybody. So part of the State of the Union again. The union is good. The union is solid. I'm ready to party. Are you guys ready to party? We are rocking it out. So without further ado, I'd like to show you that next Friday, we have a promotion called Wicked Winterland. Wicked Winterland. And here are the exclusives we will unveil to you. The first one is Winter Solstice by the one and only Sora Song, a frequent contributor to Coffin Comics. She is a terrific designer, a great professional, and the challenge was very, very simple. The premise being the winter solstice, and kind of let Sora just go wild. And so this is the main edition, and then this is the naughty version. The naughty version, Winter Solstice Naughty. And then, continuing our homages that we love to do, please feast your eyes on Spider Death, cover by Stephen Butler, colored by the one and only Sanju Nivenjun, and this gorgeous trade dress by Dan Feldmeyer. Clearly an homage of the classic Spider Woman, right? Spider Woman. And then rounding out this promotion, modest promotion, is a metal edition of this gorgeous image by Shannon Mayer. Shannon Mayer. And this is this edition will be presented in metal and limited to 77 copies. So if you are interested, we also will have these items as prints. The solstice, the homage, and the gorgeous Shannon Mayer. Really good stuff. So before I go, I also want to give you kind of like peeks ahead. Figure since we're together alone, you know, I could tell you a little thing. So sneak peek announcements. I want to let you know that Coffin Comics is in possession of all new covers by the one and only classic artist Michael Golden. Also, Arthur Sudam, Zombie King, Tyler Kirkham, and we are here to announce the return of the one and only Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo, who is doing a very, very special project for Coffin Comics. In fact, over the course of the next year, Yo-Yo will be doing covers of every one of our characters. Beautiful images. And in 2022, we're going to have them all on display at Swarnfest. But they will be part of Yo-Yo's first return covers, will be part of the mystery envelope in the upcoming Lady Death. And she is doing, well, we'll let those be a treat for another future. But the return of Yo-Yo, Michael Golden, Arthur Sudam, and Tyler Kirkham. And all those artists, Michael Golden, Arthur Sudam, and Tyler Kirkham, are not part of the next Lady Death. Maybe, I don't know what they're part of, something in the future. So you may be wondering, Lady Death, Catastrophic Majesty, what's next? Well, here's the thing. You got to tune in or sign up to our newsletter or be right here, and you're going to know more and more as the weeks go on and we get closer and closer to the unveil. We're going to unveil our legend artist, our ultimate tier, some of the surprises we have, and some of the incredible contributors, ranging from people who've never done Lady Death covers before to some of your favorites. So in conclusion, the State of the Union is strong. And it's strong because of you guys and gals out there. And look, this is a weird time. A lot of wild stuff going on. But we're holding it down. We're staying on task, out to bring just the fun, the wickedness, and the madness that you all come to know and love from us. That's what you could count on in 2021. More fun, more excitement, more lunacy. So in conclusion, State of the Union is great. You've been awesome. I've been Brian Pulido. Let's get ready to rumble.